Hey everyone. On TalkBase.com, some of you were asking me about this Noll preamp on my Maruszczyk bass. So this is the bass that was being discussed, and just give you a little shot of this whole thing here. But it's pretty amazing. I just got it, and it came with this Noll preamp, and I've heard great things about them in the past, but honestly never have tried one until now. So wanted to go over that because some people were asking about some re-angle this camera. So that and a couple other things, electronics wise especially. But so um, these are Walbuckers, by the way, and I can't remember the name of the company that makes them, but they're basically replicas of the old wall pickups that have the each pole that you see on here is an individual coil, which is interesting. So here's a little round coil under each pole, like a little cylinder coil with wrapped with copper and magnetic posts. Um, so that's cool, just like the old wall pickups. And then this, and by the way, these are wired. Each one of these toggle switches do. Let me remember. I know the middle is single coil, but I mean, like the bottom. Okay, I think I got it. So if you let me angle this down. So on the mini switch, if you put them down, I think they're in series. And if you put them in the middle, they go to single coil. And don't quote, I don't remember if they're in series and parallel when they're in single coil, but you can hear the output drops just because it always does with single coil, going from two coils down to one per pickup. And then when you go in the up position on these mini toggles, you're in parallel, I believe. So that's what that does, and kind of digging that. So you can get all kinds of just out of that alone. I mean, it's amazing amount of tones you can get out of that. You can go from super thin to super fat just by doing that. And then here's where it really gets weird. So then you get into this Noll preamp. So this is easy right here. This first one, volume on top. These are stacks, and you can hardly tell. It looks like a regular, just single knob, but these are each stacks, and this is our volume balance. And then I think this initial one might be bass. Let's see. Yeah. So you got this is stacked as well. So you got your bass, boost, and cut, like a normal preamp. But then you have frequencies for the boost and cut or the filtering. Now, I'm not sure what the differences are. I'm normally used preamps that just are straight bass and a treble, and then if you had a 3-band, some of them might have a mid sweep. But this is called a filtering preamp, and some of you experts probably know a lot more about that than me, but I know it changes the frequencies that are being filtered. And I don't know if that's bands that are being boosted and cut or ones that are being allowed to be pushed through or held back. But in any event, if I boost this bass frequency, you can really. Alright, so if I boost the bass frequency and then I switch the filtering on it, you can hear, that's not the boost, that's the filtering. You can hear the frequency change. It'll go from a super low frequency being boosted to a higher, more punchy frequency coming through. See that? And I'm not adjusting the boost or the cut. So, man, so if you got that, and then the same thing applies to the mids. Let's crank the mids out so you can really hear the filter. Hear that? So that's I got this backed all the way off on the frequency. You can hear it's low, a low mid. But then if I crank it all the way the other way, listen how high that got. So and the same thing applies to the treble. So we got, I'll boost that all the way up, and then we'll back it off, and then we'll change it, the filter. That's how high that got. Well, I shouldn't even go there. Stay on the G string for that. And then I'll back off the filter, but leave it boosted. Change the filter again. So it's really cool. It's got center dents on the boost cut. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys that. Talk to you soon.